Yeah, Irina, I'm just starting, right? Hello? Is it?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So now I'm starting now. My topic is Sustainable Development Goals in India, Achievements, Challenges, and Recommendations. At first, I would like to thank Dr. Nadire Kantarcioglu, my friend, and the president of the UBSDER, my another friend, Aslika Bilge, and Professor Dr. Hakki Sipti, uh, Kukurova University. I just heard his lecture. It was very nice presentation. It was very nice lecture indeed. Okay, so with my regards to all of them, I would like to begin my presentation. So I told you that my presentation is Sustainable Development Goals in India, Achievements, Challenges, and Recommendations. Okay, so after the commendable achievement of 8 Millennium Development Goals, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals are adopted by the world leaders with a view to bring about a holistic development for all human beings as well as plants and animals on this earth and below water today. Although we live in an age of advanced technology with unprecedented economic growth, enormous agricultural production, improving technology, and quality medicine, advanced institutionalization, and developed infrastructure, heightened per capita income, and affluence and abundance of natural resources, still millions of people are suffering from poverty, ill health, hunger, exclusion, inequality, and conflict. Right. So that's why it has become sine qua non for the world leaders to formulate and implement policies and programs for the amelioration of millions of people throughout the world. So, Sustainable Development Goals act as a blueprint for policies to be achieved through 2030, represent a holistic response to the complex set of interrelated challenges the IMF, World Bank, and United Nations are engaged in achieving the SDGs through establishing economic stability, social sustainability, and inclusive growth. Right. So before going to discuss about or examining the Sustainable Development Goal achievements in India, I would like to say regarding sustainable development. Actually, what is sustainable development? Right. So the
Recording in progress.
Okay. So, sustainable development, I would like to say that in 2019 to 2020, I conducted a research on sustainable development in India. The topic was Sustainable Development Goals in India, a comparison with the G20. It was published in a book in 2020. The objective of the study was um, to see or examine the socio-economic condition of India, number one. Number two, the position of India in comparison with the G20 countries, number three, to highlight the present status of the women in India, number four, to trace out the policies and programs taken by the government of India for the achievement of sustainable development goals, the number five, the issues and constraints standing on the way of sustainable development goals, and finally, it intends to provide some policy prescriptions to the government of India, right? So I would like to say a little about the implications or the conception of human development, and then I will say a little bit about sustainable development. So the concept of sustainable development is based on the concept of development and the development. So there are three kinds of development. So concept of development, that is socio-economic development in line with ecological constraints. Number two, the concept of needs, redistribution of resources to ensure the quality of life for all. And number three, the concept of future generations, the possibility of long-term uses of resources to ensure the necessary quality of life for future generations. Okay, so I'm not going detail about sustainable development goals, but I would like to say about a literature that deals with sustainable development. Back Dorin Paul, in his book A History of the Concept of Sustainable Development, a literature review. It was published from University of Urada. Okay, so he pointed out that, quote, unfortunately, sustainability has become a fashionable concept in theory, but it is considered extremely expensive to be put in practice by major corporations, firms, and local or national governments. So the first United Nations Conference of United Nations was held in Stockholm in 1972. This conference marked the introduction of the concept of sustainable development, right? So, a few years later, more precisely in 1983, the United Nations World Commission on Environment, or WNWCWD, was established with a view to develop a global change program. So, after several years of work in 1987, the commission of 19 delegates from 18 countries, led by Gro Harlem Brundtland, the then Norwegian Prime Minister, published a report that is a very famous report called Our Common Future, so better known as Brundtland Commission report. Okay, the Brundtland report for the first time upheld or highlighted the global crisis of development and environment in her brief description, brief definition, which is relevant and which is now what I say used mostly by people throughout the world. Her definition, or the definition of Brundtland report on about sustainable development was the sustainable development as the, quote, ability to make development sustainable, okay, to ensure that it meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Okay, so it considered as the most standard definition when judged by its widespread use and frequency of certain of citation in academic, business, and development discourse. Now I am going to tell you about the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and then achievements, and thereafter I will say about the challenges and way out. Okay, so one by one I'm just saying the goals. Okay, so the first, Niti Aayog, the National Institute for Transforming India. It is this is the think tank in India, which are mainly given, which are doing policies, and which are implementing and overseeing how to develop how to ensure or achieve sustainable development goals. Okay, and they are a think tank actually, and they have adopted and monitored the of SDGs at the national and subnational levels. Okay, so SDGs. But before that, I would like to say about the progress report of sustainable development at the United Nations. Right, the 2024 progress assessment reveals the world is severely off track to achieve the 2030 agenda. And the illustrated in the report on the progress towards the sustainable development goals, that out of 135 targets with 10 data and additional insights from custodian agencies, only 17% are progressing as expected to be achieved by 2030. Nearly half, that is 48%, exhibit moderate to severe deviations from the desired trajectory, while with 30% showing marginal progress and 18% indicating moderate progress. Alarmingly, 18% have stagnated and 17% have regressed below the 2015 baseline. So you see that the achievement of global sustainable development goals is not satisfactory. Okay, but what happened in India? In India, goal number, I am telling in brief about the goal wise results. Okay, so far achieved from 2015 to 2024. Right, so number one, no poverty. So the sustainable development goals, number one, seeks to abolish poverty by 2030. Okay, so two, with a view to eliminate poverty from India. India is the world's largest democracy, and it is also the world's largest populated country. Okay, so the government of India has taken many initiatives. At first, I would like to say about some policies that has been taken by the government of India. Number one, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. So Deen Dayal Antodaya Yojana, Day, National Rural Livelihood Mission, NRLM, Din Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, then Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jivan Jyoti Yojana, PM Awas Yojana, and like this, so many schemes are there. As a result of that, multidimensional poverty nearly halved from 24.8% to 14.96% between 2015-16 to 2019 to 21. You see the result, right? So multidimensional poverty also reduced for 2022 to 2023, further likely dropped by 11.2% with 24.8 crore people moving out of multidimensional poverty between 2013-14 and 2022 to 2023. You see the achievement India did, or India achieved. India's achievement is really praiseworthy, while the world could not achieve in such a grandeur way that there Indian government has achieved, because the government of India has taken so many policies, so many steps to invigorate the institutions, organizations, and state governments, right? Okay, so number two, zero hunger. So in this regard, the government of India has adopted many policies such as Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana or National Food Security Program Act. It was done in 2013. Then Pradhan Mantri Kishan Samman Nidhi, National Food Security Mission, PM Poshan Abhijan, then Kishan Credit Card, PM Sampada, Kishan Sampad Yojana, PM Fasal Bima Yojana. Like these, so many schemes have been initiated by the government of India. As a result of that, you see, what is the result? 99.01% of beneficiaries covered under National Food Security Act. So Indian people are not now dying of hunger. Okay. Then improvement in productivity of rice and wheat from 2,995.21 kg per hectare in 2018-19 to it has increased to 3,052.25 kilo per hectare in 21-22. So you see the agricultural development, agricultural production has been improved. Urea has been maybe 5 new urea manufacturing factories have been reopened, or in India. So during this time, during this last 8-9 years, yes. So this is a great achievement. If I say that good health, goal number 3, good health and well-being, to achieve this goal, the National Health Mission has been initiated. Then Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, it is a very good scheme. So many millions of people are getting benefit of it. Then Mission Indradhanush 5.0, then Shaksham Anganwadi and Poshan Abhijan, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Matritva Abhijan, PM Matru Bandhana Yojana. Like this, so many PM Jan Oshadi scheme. There like this, so many schemes have been taken by the government of West India, and as a result, India has seen the result. Wow! Now overall score improved substantially from 52 in 2018 to 77 in 2023-24. Maternal mortality rate has been decreased, and then child mortality rate has been decreased. 87.13%. Tuberculosis cases notified against target. 97.18% of total deliveries reported in health institutions. So many doctor posts of so many MBBS posts, MD posts have been increased by the government of India. So now the doctor and patient ratio has been decreased, and the doctors are giving better facilities, better services to the people. Number 4, quality education. Government of India has already introduced National Education Policy 2020, and it has already started or implemented in many states, and it has started producing fruit and quality. To improve quality education, Government of India has taken other schemes such as Samagra Shiksha Abhijan, New India Literacy Program, Midday Meal Portion, Pre and Post Matric Scholarship, PM Sri Yojana, Eklavya Model Residential Schools, last year, Avishkar Yojana. So like this, so many schemes have been taken. As a result of that, pupil-teacher ratio in India is now 18 is to 1. So you see, thus achieving the target of 30. So 88.65% of schools have access to both electricity and drinking water, and 100% parity between females and males in higher education. So 18 to 23 years. So this is a great role. And not only that, you will see that 87.26% enrollment ratio, enrollment in schools. It is a great achievement. Another, I would say, gender equality. For gender equality, Government of India has initiated many schemes like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Suraksha Samriddhi Yojana, Girl Child Prosperity Scheme, Mudra Yojana, Janani Suraksha Yojana. Like these, so many schemes have been initiated by the Government of India. So overall score improved significantly from 36 in 2018 to 49 in 2023-2024. Sex ratio at birth, female per 1000 males stands at 929. It is a little bit bad. It needs to be improvement. And then improved ratio of female to male earnings had been it has become from 0.74 in 2018-19 to 0.76 in 2022 to 23. Okay, so next, SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. In this regard, also Government of India has taken initiatives such as Swachh Bharat Mission, Jal Jeevan Mission, Amrut 2.0 scheme, PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana, then Mission Amrit Sarovar, Jal Shakti Abhijan. Like these, so many schemes okay, so as a result of that, significant improvement in score from 63 in 2018 19 to 89 in 2023-24. Then all individual households have toilets constructed against target, and all districts have verified to be ODF, that is open defecation free districts. Okay, so 94.7% schools have functional toilets for girls in India. So over exploitation in blocks, mandals or talukas have reduced from 17.24% in 2017 to 11.23% in 2022. In this way, if you say that in all the spheres, government in all the spheres, achievements are great, but still there are six. There are today now it is 25. So we have more 5 years. Within 5 years, I hope that more development will take place in India. You see, high score among all SDGs. Also significant improvement from 51 in 2018 to 96 in 2023-2024, and it is in the sphere of affordable and clean energy, and Shubhagya scheme has been introduced. PM Ujala Yojana has been initiated. PM Kusum scheme. Like this, so many. Another great scheme has been introduced by Government of India, that is rooftop solar program, and then green energy corridor, bioenergy programs. Like this, so many programs have been initiated by the Government of India, and people have started getting fruits. So decent work and economic growth, and for this purpose, decent work and economic growth is a vision of the Government of India also now. So production linked incentive schemes have been introduced. Prime Minister Employment Generation Scheme, Skill India. Then you could say that Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, National Development Mission, NSDM, and Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Like this, many other schemes have been taken by the Government of India. As a result, 5.88% of annual growth of India's GDP per capita at constant prices in 2022 to 2023. You see, the increased labor force participation rate from 53.6% in 2018-19 to 61.6% in 2022-23. So you see the employment rate. You see the employment generation, labor force participation has been increased for both male and female. So it is a great achievement. 55.963% of accounts in Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana are now held by women. So that is another great improvement. Then I said Sustainable Development Goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. Here also Digital India has been initiated by the Government of India. Digital India, PM Gati Shakti, National Master Plan for Multimodal Connectivity, Industrial Corridor Development Program, National Logistics Policy. Like this, Bharatmala project, like so many projects have been introduced, and as a result, 99.7% of all targeted habitations are now connected with all-weather roads under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, and 93.3% of households own at least one mobile phone. Not only that, 95.8% of villages have 3G or 4G mobile internet coverage. You see the achievement, what revolutions have been taken place in India in last 10 years. Okay, reduction in inequalities. Goal number 10, inequality has been reduced. Aspirational districts and blocks programs have initiated by government, vibrant village program, and Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma Yojana, umbrella program for development of Mudra. Like these, so many programs have been initiated. Scheme for development of other backward classes, and denotified nomadic groups, like this PM Pradhan Mantri initiative for northeastern region. So these are the development schemes taken by the government of India. As a result, 45.61% seats of Panchayati Raj institutions now held by women, 28.57% representation of SC/STs per SC/ST persons, I mean scheduled caste or scheduled tribe persons, in state legislative assemblies are now found. And goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Smart city mission has been initiated by government. PM e-bus Seva scheme has been initiated. Auto mission for rejuvenation of urban transformation, Amrut Swachh Bharat mission. Like these, so many schemes. As a result, also India government has achieved 97% of wards have 100% door-to-door waste collection nowadays. It is a great achievement. In India, 90% of wards have 100% source segregation under SBM. So these, you see the achievements. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. For this reason also, government of India has achieved 91.5% of biomedical waste generated nowadays is treated. This is the report of 2022, right? So climate action, government of India has taken national action plan for climate change, national mission for sustaining of Himalayan ecosystem, national clean year program, national mission for a green India, national solar mission. Like these, so many programs. Okay, then I would say that as a result, 94.86% of industries comply with environmental standards. Number 14, life below water. Government of India has already taken initiative to save the life and promote protect the lives under water and life on land. Government of India has taken policies like National Afforestation Scheme, National Mission for a Green India, Integrated Development of Wildlife Habitat, Project Tiger, and then you can say Project Elephant, Nagarban Yojana, like so many schemes the government of India has taken. So these are the great achievements. And you see, as a result, nearly 25% of geographical area under forest and tree cover as per India State of Forest Report 2021, 1.11%, 1.11% increase in carbon stock in forest cover as per India State of Forest Report 2021. So these are the achievements nobody can ignore. And number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Pragati 2.0, proactive governance and timely implementations. Modernization of police force, RTI Right to Information Act, Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Yojana, Integrated Child Protection Scheme, integrated development of infrastructure facilities for judiciary, including Gram Nyaya. So these are the schemes taken. As a result, 95.5% of population under Aadhaar coverage. As of March 2024, 89% of births registered of child under birth year of National Family and Health Survey 5, and 71.3% charge sheeting states rate of IPC crimes as per NCRB, National Crime Record Bureau report of 2022. So these are the achievements. And now I'd say about a little bit about challenges. You see, challenges are many. Myriad challenges are there in India because it is a vast country. It is largest democracy. So many state governments and union government and union territories are there. As a result, unemployment is a great problem. Still, Indian youths are suffering from decent jobs. Many students are not getting quality jobs. Okay, then participation rate of women in labor force is also essential because it is not satisfactory, and the women's political and social domains need to be adopted or adjusted with more women decision makers. Okay, by 2030, as estimated, 590 million people in India are expected to reside in urban towns and more developed rural areas. So these things should be taken care of because water logging is a problem, sanitation is a problem, and like this, and like the health is a problem. Criminalization is a problem. Okay, so identifying and promoting future growth centers is vital to address social and spatial inequalities. In addition, there are emerging health concerns such as non-communicable diseases and high levels of air, water, and waste pollution. Further, increased emphasis is required on high-quality data, providing the correct information on the critical concerns at an appropriate time to inform designing, financing, monitoring, and evaluating policies. And financing SDGs is another challenge, because in India it is really a problem of fund. That is why the government of India is seeking finance or investment from countries in the world, from different countries in the world. As per World Bank data of 2013, 30% of population was under 1.90 per day poverty measured according to the United Nations MDG 2014 report. So this is a challenge. India's GDP, maybe India maybe stands at the fifth position, but India's per capita income is lowest among all the 10 developing 10 top 10 economies in the world. So these things should be given emphasis by the government of India. More decent jobs to be provided to the youths. And then I would say that male and female inequality should be taken care of, and there should be the government of India or all the state governments should provide all facilities for women to participate in decision making. And though the Women's Reservation Bill passed in 2023, but still it has not been implemented. Though, but it is a very good fact that women, nearly 45% women are participating in local decision making bodies. It's a very good thing. But women's representation in parliament is 15.1%. Such is the condition of women's participation in all state legislatures. So these are the challenges, and meager allocation of funds in health sector is largely responsible for the poor health status of India. So I'd say that more investment in health, more investment in education, more investment in infrastructure are sine qua non. And I think the government of India will take care. And in education sector also, the government of India, I'll say that government of India should not give only emphasis of a particular section of society. Rather, government of India should give emphasis, or should adopt a policy where all people, both Hindus and Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, and also that all people can participate. You see, without participation of all communities people, all religious people, all community people, all caste people, sustainable development goals cannot be achieved by 2030. So for this, I expect that the government of India will be more proactive to formulate policies, so that the growth becomes inclusive, so that all category of people can take part in the development process. If the sustainable development goals can be achieved by 2030, and yes, achievement is good, India is doing good, but if it can achieve more, then definitely it will help India to achieve the goals of Viksit Bharat, or that is developed India by 2047. When India will celebrate its 100th year of independence, then India will be able to achieve $30 trillion economy, right? So for this reason, holistic development, inclusive development is necessary. Participation of all, both male and female, both Hindus and Muslims, all people should participate, right? With this expectation, I would like to conclude my speech here, and I would like to thank once again the organizers, Nadire madam, and all the people here so far bearing me for a long time. Once again I would thank all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.